that you can't even go to a funeral without worrying about getting shot. The cops ended up arresting two EBK affiliates named Brian Norman and Raymond Gaines for the shooting. EBK had a lot of heat on them after Ronald and Benny's deaths, but just 2 days after the shooting at the vigil, they allegedly slid into North Stockton and hit up two more ops. The police had a lot of pressure to cool the streets off, and a few months later, they ended up booking 9 EBK affiliates for murder, robbery, and a bunch of other charges. Everything calmed down for a while after that, but then a whole new wave of violence sparked up and tore Stockton apart. Before Jayboo started blowing up, the first dude affiliated with EBK who was buzzing in the rap game was a dude named Young Slowby. Young Slowby was on the grind for years before he started popping. He had to invest a lot of cash in his own career before anyone was even paying attention. But eventually, it all started coming together. Slow was making a lot of noise in Stockton, but he really leveled up when he got tight with a rapper from Sacramento named Briss. Slow and Briss both came up in the trenches and had a lot of chemistry in the booth, and their track 2142 popped off and ran up millions of streams. Briss had been rapping for a long time too, but the link up with Slows would change everything for both of them. They had plans to take over the West Coast together, but what nobody knew back then is that they were both about to lose their lives to the trenches, while Slow and Briss were linking up and putting on for the West
Yeah. Clear. And it was making it out on their own money. Damn, bro.
Coast. Briss was beefing with two other rappers from Sacramento named Uzi Marcus and Mozzie. Briss had personal beef with Uzi Marcus because they both had history with the same girl, and Uzi made the drama public when he dissed Briss on the track 42K and rapped, "Keep it real, you niggas ain't killed a fly, and if it's money on my head, why the fuck I'm still alive? You niggas ain't popping shit, they really just talking shit. Where they at? I'm right here on 42nd with the stick. Lil Briss, he a pussy, and Lil Danny, he a bitch. Keep playing, I'll be outside your granny's with the switch." Briss had issues with Mozzie because he was homies with a rapper from Sacramento named CML Lavish D. Lavish D and Mozzie have been going back and forth for years, and both sides are taking losses in the beef. After Mozzie dissed Lavish D, his homie Zilla Zoe was murdered first. Then a few months later, his homie Jacoby James was killed too. Lavish D's homie Stunner D was killed next, and that's when Briss allegedly got caught up in the beef too. Rumors said that Mozzie's crew was still trying to even the score, and they caught up to Briss in June 2020 while he was driving down the street. Someone started letting off shots, and Briss crashed into a pole. He hopped out of the car and tried to run away, but unfortunately, Briss wasn't fast enough, and the ops shot him to death. Briss's death had a major impact on Young Slowby, but he was still trying to keep the momentum up and stay on his grind. And a year after Briss died, Slow really hit the mainstream when his track I Love You went viral on TikTok. It looked like he was going to be one of the first rappers from Stockton to really go up in the industry. But then in 2022, Young Slowby was found dead in the street. Rumors said that both their deaths were tied into the beef with Mozzie and CML Lavish D, but there's a good chance that Slow was killed by EBK's ops in Stockton. EBK's biggest ops are a set called Trap Mob, aka Flyboys.
Damn. See, like having a lot of ops, the cops don't even know who did it to you. Like, damn.
Jayboo's been sending shots at them ever since he hopped in the booth. Like on the track The Apocalypse when he rapped, "Up it on the biggest nigga moving. I'm a Glock lifter, a shot sender, and I'm spanking any mob member." And, "Hey brother, get up on that hoe and I'ma knock sister. Fuck the mob. I told y'all keep my name up out y'all cock lickers." Rumors say Trap Mob might have been involved with Young Slowby's death, and Jayboo aired him out about it on the track Slowby Mode. Jayboo was locked up when Slowby was killed, and on the track, he rapped, "It's not a nigga around me loafing, everybody strapped. Just left Scribner Street, where was everybody at? And I'm with Rico from the 10 when niggas come to sack. And aha, a flag just got squashed, bring your brother back. Suckers killed Slow B, now I'm home, another tomato coming." What's really weird about the situation with Young Slowby and Briss is that Jayboo was still bumping Mozzie's music on social media. There's nothing tying Mozzie to Slow's death, but a lot of fans are confused because Briss was beefing with Mozzie when he died, and Young Slowby was super tight with Briss. Then when people were dissing Jayboo for not sliding after Young Slowby died, he hopped on IG and dissed Mozzie's dead homie K Squeeze. K Squeeze allegedly killed another rapper named Lil Jody Woe. Then one day later, K Squeeze was shot to death too. Jayboo wasn't just sending shots on songs on social media though. He's known for throwing hands every time he gets locked up too. Once he was locked up in county with a massive op named Seawalk, who everyone was allegedly scared to fight. But Jayboo didn't back down from the fade. During an IG live session, Jayboo said that Seawalk dissed him right when he got to jail, but they couldn't fight because the yard was hot. so they plan to run the fade the next day.
What's up, nigga? He like, yeah, I'm C-Walk, cuz townhomes, da-da-da. I'm like, nigga, I'm Jayboo, Southeast, nigga, EBK. The nigga like, nigga, fuck the Southeast. I'm like, damn. So we get to the yard or whatever the case may be, bro. He like, bro, it's high right now, so we gonna fade in the morning, bro. Or unless you wanna go to the hoe. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to go to the hoe, we gonna fade tomorrow.
Jayboo admitted that C-Walk beat him, but during the fight, Jayboo ended up scratching C-Walk's eye.
So we get on the yard. I ain't gonna lie, he with me. Sure, he shake my hand like, yep, on my mama, I respect you. He like, but you scratched my eye, cuz you want to go again? And I keep it a band. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We can program. He with me again, I ain't gonna lie. Blood with me again.
A lot of dudes won't admit to ever losing a fight, but Jayboo knows that if you're really throwing down like that all the time, you can't win them all. A lot of people were clowning his homie, EBK Young Jock, for getting his chain snatched last year too. But Jayboo said just cause you get robbed one time doesn't mean anything.
Shit happens, you feel me? That don't tarnish a nigga gangster or tarnish a nigga image just because a nigga got something took from him. I'm not saying that it's cool to get something took from you either, you feel me? But when you slip up, shit like that happens.
Some fans were surprised that Jayboo was standing up for Young Jock though, because there used to be some tension in the EBK crew. According to rumors, Jock's older brother, Hari B, snitched on the case with EBK Osama and got him locked up. It's not clear exactly what went down, but it caused a lot of issues in the crew, and Jayboo even dissed Hari B on the track and rapped, "Hari turned rat, he couldn't take the hit. They told that nigga 20 years, he started eating cheese." Luckily, they were able to squash everything though. But before they could really focus on putting EBK on the map in the rap game, Jayboo ended up getting locked up again. In April 2023, Jayboo caught a bunch of gun charges and was in jail for another 6 months before they let him out on bail. This time when he came back home, Jayboo said he was really tightening up how he moved. He ended up getting out of Stockton and was way more focused on the rap game too. A lot of his music used to leak back in the day because he'd have a bunch of homies in the studio with him and the tracks would end up on the internet before they were supposed to. But Jayboo told No Jumper he was getting way more serious about rapping and being more professional in the studio. It looked like Jayboo was ready to go all in on his music and leave the street drama behind. But then in January 2024, news broke that EBK Jayboo was back in jail for the gun charges he got booked for in 2023. Nobody knows why Jayboo got locked up again, but it's probably over a probation violation. The judge didn't even want to give him bail last time because he has so many priors on his record. So if Jayboo did violate the bond, he'll probably be sitting behind bars till he goes to trial or takes a plea deal. Hopefully the case doesn't go left for him though. Jayboo is buzzing more than ever in the rap game right now and has serious potential to really put Stockton on the map if he beats these charges and stays focused.
Yo, that's wild as shit. That's very wild, bro. Hey, bro, like, comment, and subscribe, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is crazy. It's fucked up in here.